So a wedding sponsorship. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm all ears here.
I'm here for this. And I think, for weddings have become so focused on not all weddings, but when you look at Instagram, when you look at Pinterest, or you look at TikTok, like the wedding content is like through the roof. So if you wanted to have the wedding of your dreams, but you didn't have the budget, maybe you could just get a wedding sponsor. So in a new survey, 61% of Americans say they consider a corporate sponsorship wedding if the brand covered more than half the cost of the wedding.
So you have a logo right behind you as you're saying your vows?
I don't know what you would negotiate in the contract as far as like what they're promised, like Kristen and Bart's wedding brought to you by Zaxby's. Like, I'm not 100% sure, but something along those lines. And then 20% of this survey said they would allow the brand's mascot. If the brand had a mascot, they would allow the mascot to officiate the wedding.
Wow.
Depending on how much money the corporation shelled out. So my question for you guys, you're getting married in March. I know you will get married someday. What?
You do? You know that for sure?
Yes.
I don't think we know that.
She's a catch. She's going to get married. She just needs to get away from this show. Then she'll be fine.
If it's not this one, it'll be another.
This is the one good thing about your retirement. I'm finally going to get a boyfriend.
Right?
You better end the podcast also.
So I wanted to know from you guys if you had like a list of companies that you would be cool, a list of companies that you would be cool with to having sponsored your wedding. I immediately thought of you and I was like, if you don't have Taco Bell sponsor your wedding, you're doing something wrong.
And people, let's be honest, if there was a Taco Bell bar at the reception at the end of the night, people would be so stoked about that. Are you kidding me?
A little late night snack?
That's a great one. Yeah, Tommy.
Viagra for you.
Viagra. I don't need it yet, but yes. Yeah.
Just saying.
Ooh, I do love the idea of like some kind of pharmaceutical. Be like, my wedding is brought to you by Lexapro.
My after party. Viagra.
I know somebody that did this.
Nah.
No,
When I was on the show in Raleigh, I've told you this before, Chris. I tried to tell you to do it. Madison, who was the co-host of the showgram when I was there, she got married. Biggest wedding, nicest wedding I've ever been to in my life.
Except for ours, Kristen.
Y'all's was great, but hers was like
extravagant.
another yes,
extravagant,
whole nother level. And she got cable. She had it on pay-per-view.
What? On
cable in Raleigh, North Carolina, and after it went up, it was the biggest selling pay-per-view event in the history of Raleigh.
Come on, really?
I mean, bigger than any fight or anything you would buy on pay-per-view. It paid for her whole wedding and then some.
Well, now I got an idea to run by Amanda today.
I was going to ask Abby if Taylor Swift were to put her wedding on pay-per-view, how much would you pay to watch it live?
Oh, well, here's the thing. Someone would rip it and put it on TikTok, so then I could probably watch it for free. But hypothetically, if this was the only way I could see it, probably a couple hundred.
$200.
Yeah, not as much as I would pay to see her in concert. Like, I paid a lot of money for those Eras Tour tickets. I'm not going into debt again, but yeah, if I'm like sitting at home, I got a couple glasses of wine, I'm like, yeah, I'll drop $200 on it.
Yeah, and I don't think it would have to be some like big Taylor Swift production either. I think you put like 3 cameras up or drone shots without even audio. I still think people would pay for that.
You need audio.
Okay, so let's say you didn't have audio. How much would you pay for that?
Not that much, because I want to hear the vows. I want to hear like the gossip that's happening at the party. Yeah, I'm not looking for just like a live stream.
She should really consider it. I mean, because she and Travis are really a little bit hurting as far as money goes.
Yeah, she needs the money.
Yeah, who's going to pay for that wedding?
But like, so when Angelina Jolie had her twins, she sold the pictures to People magazine, but donated every cent to charity. So if Taylor did this and all the money went to charity, think how much money she could raise for an organization.
Do you think Capitalist Barbie's going to do that?
She should.
She'd probably donate a portion. And you know what? It would still be most than what most celebrities are donating.
Abby, you got lots of options depending on where you meet your man. You got farmers only. What are some others like that?
Christian Mingle.
Yeah, whichever one lands you your man, that's who does your wedding.
Plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish. At this point, it's just going to be sponsored by Hooters.
The Bert Show.
The Bert Show.